Hi, this is the third video for our third project now, using the Coding with Scratch 3.0 projects. So from our Wheel of Fate game, don't forget to name it, save it. Now let's start a new project. The third project is Scratch Cat Says. Let's see. In this game, the player has to follow the correct instructions spoken by the Scratch Cat. If you follow the wrong instructions, it's game over. Code this project and find out how to use the Scratch 3.0 text-to-speech feature. Okay, so what you do. The player must click on the right sprite after the Scratch Cat says a sensible instruction. Get it right and the next instruction is called out. Get it wrong and the game ends. If it's a silly instruction, click on the Scratch Cat. Following a silly instruction ends the game too. Okay, so what we need here is to code a Scratch Cat that talks and gives instructions, and four sprites that, when you click, probably broadcast a message, right? And then something happens because you clicked it. Either you get it right, and then it calls out another instructions, or you get it wrong, and it's game over. Okay, so let's go. Start a new project. We need to add four sprites. So, Scratch Cat, soccer ball, muffin, jellyfish, and drum. Okay. And now we need to position it to match the picture on page 24. So Scratch Cat in the middle. Jellyfish. Remember, we could also resize it. Okay, that's pretty good. Now let's add some laughter. So our jellyfish needs a laugh. So let's click on the jellyfish. And then go to the Sounds tab. And then choose a sound menu. So let's make me tiny. So let's delete these. Now let's choose a sound. Right here. I was standing right over it. So, crazy laugh. Okay. And now we use text-to-speech. So let's add extension on the bottom left of the code section. So right here, we need text-to-speech. Okay. Now we need to create a list. So we need a special type of variable called a list. This allows you to store a group of items. So we need to store all the possible instructions a scratch cat might say. So to create a new list, let's click on the variables and then make a list. And we're going to call this list instructions. And on the list, we're going to see empty list. Okay. To add an item, click the plus symbol. And then type the instruction, eat the muffin. Nice. And now let's add some more instructions. So I'm just going to add the ones that's on the page. So pickle the jellyfish. Hit the drum. Kick the ball. And then some silly instructions, such as eat the drum. Funny. And tickle the ball. There we go. Now we have to add another list. Let's call these silly instructions. So make a list. Let's call this silly instruction. And on this list, we're going to only add the silly ones, such as the eat the drum that we wrote before, and tickle the ball. Now we need to hide the list variables. So uncheck these. Wow. Now let's begin to code. So let's press this scratch cat, we're coding for the cat. And when the program begins. Set voice to tenor. Scratch cat's gonna talk to us, okay. And set language to English. Wow, Scratch Cats speaks a lot of languages. Okay. And broadcast a message. New message. Give instruction. Sweet. And now let's create a new variable called instruction. When I receive. Give instruction. New variable. Set instruction to. Hey, let's hide it too, right? Because we don't want instruction to appear on the page. An item. This one right here. And we need a random number, so pick random. Because we want any instruction, a random instruction actually. So 1 to length of instructions. So when it receives a message gives instruction, it's going to set the instruction, the variable, to any random instructions that we wrote on the list before. And now it's going to speak. It's going to speak the variable. Let's move it down. Now we have to make sure that if it's a silly instruction, that we won't do what it is. Scratchcat's going to catch us. So add the scratch character. So when the sprite is clicked, so we're going to click the cat for instructions. This is a if-else statement. We see this in computer coding. So it's either going to say it's going to contain instruction. Okay, that's a variable. So when we click the sprite for instructions, if the silly instruction contains an instruction, then we broadcast give instructions, so the game goes on. But if not, we have to, if it doesn't include, if silly instructions doesn't include instruction, then we broadcast the message game over. Now, let's code the muffin. So we need to make code for the muffin. So when this sprite is clicked, because once the sprite tells us to do something, it tells us to click on one of it, to like tickle the ball, we click on the ball. So when the sprite is clicked, if the instruction, the variable, so they have to be equal to each other. So equal. If the variable is equal to eat the muffin, so if it's the correct instruction, we will play a sound. Okay, that would be sounds. Play sound chunk. And then broadcast, give another instruction. Or else, if you click the muffin when the instruction was not to eat the muffin, then we broadcast game over, right? Because you did the wrong instruction. And now we have to repeat this for the jellyfish, drum, and soccer ball. So press the soccer ball, and when the soccer ball is clicked, we need an if-else statement. if it is equal instruction equal to the ball. Oh no, I capitalized it before, right? Capitalization might be important. Let me fix this. Okay, all good. Pick the ball. Then we play its sound. And we broadcast the message. Let's do it for the jellyfish. Jellyfish was Tickle the jellyfish. Okay, let me try something. Let's see if we can copy. We duplicate this. And then we give it into drum. Press drum. Drum does not get it. Okay. Let's try again. Oh, it worked. Drum got the code. And now all we have to do is edit it correctly. So hit the drum. And then we need a different sound. So just throw the sound out of the way. High top. Next up, 14. Game over. Let's make a game over screen. So from the choose a sprite menu, let's make a new sprite. Let's paint one. Game over. Okay. I want to make it. First we need to convert to bitmap. Now let's see if I can fill it. Yep. Try. Game. Thanks. Game over. Let's see. Should we change the font? I like this font though. It's like a video game font. Okay, let's add a sound effect. So go through the sounds tab and choose a sound effect. So we can do the bulk sound. And now let's add game over code. So when the start is pressed, we have to hide, right? Because we don't want to show until they lose. And motion. Go to the center of the screen. So 0, 0. And when we receive the message, game over, that's when it will appear, right? show, go to front layer, and play the sound. Bonk. And we stop everything. There we go. Okay, let's try playing it. Hi guys, so a quick part 2 of our third project, Scratch Hat says. So something cool I want to show you is this button, See Project page. This is a really nice page where it's really neat, there's no code. So here you got the title, instructions teaching people how to play your game, and notes and credits. So let's see this game. This text-to-speech extension is really cool. Oh, okay, so I lost. So something really cool would be to include a timer in this game. That'd be scary too. So you should customize this game for your own, and then write instructions and notes and credits, and then let's share it to the classroom so then we can all play it. Okay? So good luck.